Jim Schultz here for Calculated Risk, and don't forget, before we get started, the best ways you can help us are by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Both of those things really help us out a lot. So you're brand new to trading, you pull up an options chain for the first time, and you're looking at a stock that's about $100. You look at a 95 put, it's selling for like $5. You look at the 95 call, it's selling for like almost $11. And you're like, man, I have no idea what any of these numbers mean. I have no idea where these numbers come from. How did they arrive at these prices? And why are they so different on the two sides of the market? Well, that's exactly what I want to break down today, because if you are a new trader, if you have just gotten started, then you have a very exciting journey ahead of you. But this is one of the most fundamental building blocks to all of options, to all of derivatives, is understanding pricing. And what makes it kind of easy, there's only two pieces to the puzzle. It is a puzzle with literally only two pieces. Now, the pieces can get a little hairy and it can get a little convoluted and complicated when you go a few steps down the pathway forward through the forest. But looking at this thing, kind of bird's eye view, kind of zoomed out, there's only two pieces to the puzzle. So that's what I want to go through today. So let's go. So every single option price that you see, without exception, 100% of the time, is made up of two components: intrinsic value and extrinsic value. That's it. Once you understand intrinsic value and then you understand extrinsic value, you have all that you need to understand why an option price is what you see on the screen. So let's start off with intrinsic value, because it is a far simpler thing to understand and grab onto intuitively. Intrinsic value is just showing you what is the inherent worth of the option right now. Does the option provide any incremental value to the long side of that contract? Whether it's a call or a put, it does not matter. Does the option give the long side of the contract any value over and above what he or she could get if they just went into the open marketplace? And that immediate incremental value is the intrinsic value that is in the option. So, for example, let's say you have a 95 strike call and the stock is selling for 100. That option has intrinsic value. That option has incremental value to the long side of that contract, because he can go ahead and buy the shares at 95, the strike price on the contract, when they're actually selling for 100 in the marketplace. So there's a built-in value there of $5. That is your intrinsic value. Similarly, on the put side, let's say you have a 200 strike put and the stock is currently selling for $180 per share. Now remember, a put gives the long side the right to sell the shares at the strike. So again, we have baked in value. We have incremental value. We have intrinsic value in this option, because if I'm long a 200 strike put on a stock that's only selling for 180, I can use my put if I want to and sell the stock at 200 when everyone else has to sell it at 180. So that there's baked in value, there's immediate incremental value. That is intrinsic value, in this case of exactly $20. So put very simply, in the money options have intrinsic value, and out of the money options do not have intrinsic value. Now, the other piece to the puzzle: extrinsic value. This is going to be everything over and above the intrinsic value that gets you to the options price. So if you're looking at an options price quote and you see that it has intrinsic value of $5, but it's actually selling for $7, then that differential, that $2 difference, that is the extra premium that is tacked onto the intrinsic value, and that is going to be the extrinsic value in the option. Now, extrinsic values essentially trace back to one thing and one thing only: uncertainty. Right? Uncertainty has value. Time has value. Volatility has value. But the uncertainty of what could happen, the possibilities between now and option expiration, those always have a tangible monetary value, and it is represented by the extrinsic value in the options price. So going back to our earlier examples, that 95 strike call when the stock was selling for 100, that's got $5 of intrinsic value. But when you look at the actual option quote, it might be selling for $7 or $8. That differential is the added extrinsic value. Or that put option that we looked at, that 200 strike put. I have a 200 strike put, the stock is selling for 180. The intrinsic value I know is 20, but when you look at the actual option quote, it might be selling for 30. It could be selling for 35. It could be selling for 27 and a quarter. Whatever, that differential is going to be the extrinsic value, and it is a function of time. It is a function of volatility. But even bigger than that, even more general than that, it is a function of the uncertainty between now and expiration. And lastly, before we hop into the tastytrade platform to see all this hopefully come to life for you, Out of the money options, even though they don't have intrinsic value, they always have extrinsic value. So this is why when you're looking at a quote and you're looking at an out of the money put that doesn't have any incremental value to the long side, there is no immediate benefit to the long side of that contract. They still might be selling for $3 a share. You look at an out of the money call, it still might be selling for $4.75 a share. Look, there's still going to be a premium attached to the time, the volatility, and the overall uncertainty and the possibilities between now and expiration. Okay, so let's cut into tastytrade and let's look at some actual option prices and see if we can figure out intrinsic value and extrinsic value and how those option prices are actually being calculated. Okay, so I'm inside of my tastytrade platform. I have Amazon pulled up here in the ticker box. Let me open up the June cycle with 37 days to go. And remember, inside of tastytrade, I've got my puts on the right, I've got my calls on the left. And if we look at Amazon currently selling for $263 a share, that means that these are going to be all of my out of the money puts. So all of these options on this side of the screen. And then if I go to the other side of the screen, these are going to be all of my out of the money calls, right? So these are going to be all of the out of the money calls. Now, again, don't worry about the delta and the implied volatility. We're going to get to all those things in future episodes of Calculated Risk. We've already done a lot of those things in previous episodes of Calculated Risk. But right now, just staying laser focused on the option prices themselves, look at this 235 strike put, for example. If I look at that 235 strike put, which is right here, you're going to see that this guy is selling for about $1.75. Again, there is no inherent value. There is no value to the long side of that put contract, right? Nobody's going to use a 235 put when Amazon is selling at 263. I'm not going to go out of my way to sell Amazon at 235 when I could just step into the open marketplace and sell it at 263. But there's time, there's volatility, there's uncertainty between now and 37 days from now. And so because of that, there's still going to be extrinsic value in this option, and in this specific example, to the tune of about $1.75. And then if I go to the call side, I see the exact same story. Right? If I go all the way up to maybe this 285 call, there's a lot of scribbles on the screen, so hopefully you guys can still follow along reasonably well. It's the same thing. There's no inherent value, there's no immediate value to the long side of the contract, but time has value, volatility has value, uncertainty has value. So this 285 call is still selling for $2.75 or thereabouts, somewhere between the bid price and the ask price. Okay, so now let's turn to a different stock. Let's look at Apple. So I've got Apple pulled up. Let's go back into the June cycle. Now let's look at some in the money options. So now I'm going to be focused on when it comes to the put side of the market. Now I'm looking at these guys right here. These are all going to be my in the money puts. And then if I go to the call side of the market, I'm going to be focused on these guys right here. So again, now I'm essentially going to be the mirror image of what we were just looking at with the out of the money options with Amazon. Okay, so if we grab an in the money put option, like for instance, let's grab this 320 strike put. So this 320 strike put is selling for somewhere around $27 or thereabouts. And so you can see that Apple right now is at $294. Now the markets are moving, prices are bouncing around, so this is not going to be a surgical level of precision, but it's going to be close enough to where we can understand, what is happening in the marketplace. You can see that this put would give the long side of the contract the option or the right to sell Apple at $320 per share. It's currently marking at $294. So that differential is about $26 or thereabouts. So $26 of this $27 is intrinsic value. There's only an extra $1 tacked on the top in this specific instance with this strike and this expiration and this stock of extrinsic value. Similarly, if I go to the call side, let's grab this 260 call, for instance. If I grab this 260 call, I can see this guy is in the money by about $34. And so $34 of this $36 and some change option quote that I see is intrinsic value. The remainder is extrinsic value. And of course, in the drop-down menus on tastytrade, you can actually change these variables. You can turn like the implied volatility into extrinsic, and it will show you what the extrinsic value is. And so if you don't want to go through the mental calculations, you can just have the platform do it for you, which is really, really nice. But again, from a learning standpoint, understanding these things for potentially the first time, this can be a really helpful exercise for seeing how intrinsic value and extrinsic value come together. So look, I get it. Intrinsic value, extrinsic value, like Jim, these are not the flashiest topics. This is not really what I want to spend my time learning today. And I got it. I totally understand. But if you're brand new and you're just getting started, this is one of the most fundamental things that you have to understand if you want to go deeper, if you want to go further, if you want to take those future steps. You've got to take the time to put the bricks into the foundation today. And this, in my opinion, is one of the most important bricks that is in the entire foundation, understanding option pricing. So that way, when you buy an option or sell an option, you know what you're buying and you know what you're selling. You know, hey, how much intrinsic value am I buying or selling? How much extrinsic value am I buying or selling? Because these things matter a lot in terms of what you're going to do later on down the road strategically. And the nice thing is, at a base level, this is fairly straightforward. It's pretty simple stuff. Once you do this for a couple of weeks and you're looking at the prices and you're kind of piecing out the intrinsic part, you're piecing out the extrinsic part, then it all becomes automatic and you'll be doing these things internally and not even thinking about them before you know it. And I'll see you guys next time.